Greetings and salutations, fellow babies. Slap Maxwell with you. And today we are going to be looking at this bad boy. It is the SMOK Terminator Tank version 2, version 2. And I'll explain that later. For those of you scratching your head out there right now wondering, okay, Slap, what's a Terminator Tank version whatever? It's essentially a cargo tank with a dripping atomizer in it in place of a cartomizer. A couple of you still wondering, okay, well, why would you do that? Why would you take a cartomizer tank and put an atomizer in it? Why not just use a cartomizer? Well, if you've ever dripped, you know the answer to that. Dripping is awesome. Great flavor, great vapor production. The only bad thing about dripping is the dripping. Here, you have a dripping atomizer submerged in a tank full of juice. How awesome is that? No dripping. Now, I received this from Mad Vapes, madvapes.com. For $10.99. For $10.99, I received this tank with two chrome-plated end caps that screw in. It's a plastic tank. It's not Pyrex, so don't get your hopes up. It comes with a clear drip tip that shows all of the condensation, which you can remove and throw away. It comes with one Terminator Tank atomizer. This one is not rebuildable, although you can get rebuildable versions. If you think you've seen this before, you probably have. It's very similar in design and concept to the Killer 705, the Diver, I believe. There's two or three others out there. But this one is very simple, very elegant. That's only $10.99. And it works. Check this out. I've got this set for 9 watts on my Vamo V3. And I have the tank filled with a DIY 7 leaves juice. That, my friends, is a whole bunch of steam. It's a whole bunch of flavor, too. You're going to have to take my word on that. We don't have taste-o-vision or whatever yet. Whatever happened with that anyway, huh? The flying cars. Anyway, we're going to take a break. We're going to get up close and personal with this. We're going to take it all apart, see how it goes back together again, show you how to fill it up, show you how to adjust the air and the juice flow controls, and show you how you, too, can get mighty, mighty clouds of joy from the SMOK Terminator Tank version 2, version 2. Okay, here we are getting up close and personal with our SMOK Terminator Tank version 2. We have your nasty looking clear drip tip that shows all of the condensation when you're vaping. You're free to throw that away, but there it is. Have your two end caps. Okay, one just typical plain old end cap. The other has a 510 connection and a little pin inside of here that you probably can't see too well. That actually makes contact with the bottom of this device, which is your Terminator Tank atomizer. Now, you're not going to be able to see down inside of here, but down at the bottom, right about here, is a ceramic cup with a wick and a lot of coil. And that, of course, sucks up your juice through the little feed holes here in the bottom. There are two. And you vape away. Here, clear plastic tank. Unfortunately, not Pyrex or anything, but it is threaded. So you just screw your bottom piece in. Nice and snug. Take your atomizer, screw it in all the way down, which will be closing off the juice flow. Put your top cap on, screw it down. And your clear little drip tip, and voila. There you go. You have your SMOK Terminator Tank version 2, ready to vape. Pretty simple, right? Now, to fill your Terminator Tank version 2, you simply unscrew the top cap, make sure your atomizer is closed all the way, fill it up with juice, screw it back on, and slowly begin turning the atomizer stem, the part that's sticking up out of the top, counterclockwise. That's anti-clockwise for all of you folks in the European Union. And how far you open it's going to depend upon the viscosity of your juice. This particular juice I'm using, this DIY 7 leaves, is about a 60-40. So I open the flow holes about halfway. I'm going to see if we can focus in on this bad boy here. See if we can see the hole. Okay, there it is right there. You can barely see it. But, okay, right there. That's where I start. And I give it a dry toot. Okay, I hear some gurgly, so that's good. If you don't hear any gurgly, open it a little more, dry toot. Open it a little more, dry toot till you start to hear some gurgly, then back it off. Okay, you don't want to open it too much because you're going to flood. Screw it on your mod. Now to adjust airflow, you just screw it down to reduce airflow. Screw it up to increase airflow. Okay. So I, again, set the airflow about halfway. You'll see 2 little holes in the screw portion of the bottom base. And there you go. Tons of vapor, great flavor. It's really awesome. Not enough good things to say about it. I'm thoroughly impressed. Now, the version 2 thing. There was a SMOK Terminator Tank version 2 prior to this that was a piece of junk. I think it's still on their website. It's the original Terminator Tank with the rebuildable atomizer and a very thin, small tank. Piece of junk, very fiddly. It leaked. You couldn't fill it without making a huge mess. You got just as much juice on your hands, on your tabletop, as you got in the tank. I'm going to put a link in the description and wherever else I can put it so you'll go to the right one. This is the version 2. I think they call it the SMOK Terminator Tank Chrome version 2, and that's the one you want. This thing just works. It kicks butt. One more toot. We're going to wrap it up. There you go, fellow babies. SMOK hit a home run. They did a great job. I'm impressed. Go to madvapes.com, pick you up 1 or 10 of these. You know, $10.99. You can't go wrong. If you don't like it, send it to me. I'll take it. I'm not going to say I'm going to pay you for it, but I'll take it, okay? So until next time, fellow babies, keep on vaping.
Yeah, big whoop, no one cares.